Well, guys, let's get into this because this was a huge drop today. Ryan Reynolds just confirmed that Deadpool 3 is coming soon. In fact, we even got a full-on release date, September 6th, 2024. But one of the biggest drops that ultimately happened, and hopefully maybe this is not a troll, hopefully this is a real thing. I mean, it's gotta be, with how seriously they took it. But Hugh Jackman is back as Wolverine for the MCU. That is probably one of the biggest things that has now happened, because as we all know, Logan was Jackman's last movie as Wolverine. That was his official retirement. And for many years, there's always been these fake leaks and rumors and, that I heard from some source, that Hugh Jackman's going to get brought out during the next D23 or San Diego Comic-Con panel, and they'll announce him for the MCU, or he's going to show up in Multiverse of Madness. All those, of course, never came true, but now it seems like Jackman is back. Now, with that being said, it's interesting to see how this is going to go because, well, now it seems like that Jackman is back for Deadpool 3, so I wonder how exactly this project is going to, be in terms of its story. Firmly, I do believe that it's probably going to be a Deadpool versus Wolverine project. I wouldn't be surprised if that's ultimately what it is. Or if they don't go that route, it might be in the form of a kind of like maybe buddy cop-esque, type of genre. Maybe. I feel like that type of genre would fit those specific characters in general because, Deadpool's the, funny, quirky type, and then, Wolverine is the more serious, type of person. So I firmly believe that's either what it's going to be. It's either going to be Deadpool versus Wolverine, or it is going to be a team-up movie. Because, before Jackman retired, we unfortunately never got an official Hugh Jackman Wolverine meets Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. The closest we got was X-Men Origins Wolverine and the credit scene in Deadpool 2, but that doesn't really count, He met him when he was Wade Wilson, and then the Deadpool 2 scene was just archival footage. So that's not exactly the same thing. However, I also do wonder exactly, is this going to be the last time for him? Because we know that Jackman has ultimately said that he's ultimately done with the role, and that if he was only in the MCU, he did once say that if he was in that universe, he probably wouldn't have retired as Wolverine. But, of course, now we know Disney owns Fox, and ultimately there's that whole theory about the contracts. If you don't know, it has not been 100% confirmed, but there is a huge rumor and a potential leak that says that the MCU right now cannot use any of the X-Men characters without casting the 20th century versions. So that pretty much means if you're going to use Storm, Cyclops, Wolverine, or anybody, that means you have to use those contracts that ultimately were carried over from the 20th century Fox version of X-Men. That's ultimately why we got Patrick Stewart in Multiverse of Madness, because I wouldn't be surprised if they had an extension on his contract, that even though he came out in Logan and it seems to have been the last time he would play the character, you never know. With Hollywood contracts, they may have had an extension, and Disney may have taken advantage of that to get him for Multiverse of Madness. And this could be another loophole in that, in saying, hey, before we recast you, do you want to play him one more time for our MCU Deadpool 3 movie? Because it has been confirmed by Kevin Feige and pretty much everybody who has worked on the film that Deadpool 3 will be in the MCU continuity. It will be labeled as the first, I believe, R-rated movie to be associated with the MCU brand. So I do ultimately wonder is this just a case of taking advantage of the contract before it expires? Because supposedly it says in 2025, that is when the contract expires. And guess what year this movie's coming out in? 2024. So I do believe that this is potentially going to be the last time we see Hugh Jackman, because there has been implication that they do want new actors to play many of the new X-Men characters, to pretty much just get those old characters but get new actors. And I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan Reynolds is the only one to potentially return for the role. Who knows? But this is truly a huge, huge news reveal. I mean, again, the fact that this wasn't even revealed at San Diego Comic-Con or D23 is almost in many ways perfect, because it's such a Deadpool thing to do. Don't even announce it at any of the huge Disney conferences that they have, that they always show up for, or they always do like a big spectacle for. Just announce it on Ryan Reynolds' YouTube channel. That is actually perfect. And I almost do wonder too, because Deadpool's all about trolling and joking and everything. Holy shit, what if this is just a troll? What if this is just a joke? But I don't think that's what it is, because Ryan Reynolds knows the fan base, he knows the fans, he knows that Deadpool and Wolverine is something that we've been wanting to happen for quite a while, that we've been wanting them to meet specifically, those two actors, and even just having Hugh Jackman in the MCU, just even for a little bit, is something that we've been wanting. So this is genuinely potentially a fan's dream come true. Now, I do ultimately have to express one concern, and while I am very excited, I do hope that this movie is worth having Jackman come back, because for me, I firmly believe that Hugh Jackman's retirement with the film Logan was perfect. It was an absolutely incredible send-off to the character, so I really, really hope that this is a proper comeback and send-off to him, if this truly is the last time he's going to now play the character, since, again, we have those contracts potentially expiring, if that rumor is to be believed. So, like I said, that is my one concern, is I really hope they get it right. I hope that Reynolds and company is willing to put their heart and soul into it. They've done it with the Deadpool movies in the past. I hope they can execute it well here, especially since it is Hugh Jackman coming back again after his retirement as Wolverine. I mean, because again, it's been quite a few years now since the last Wolverine movie and since he retired, so it has been a couple of years, so I hope that this goes well. Now, to also kind of bring up something that was interesting, John Krasinski tweeted out something that seemed a little bit cryptic. However, I don't think this is an implication for like, oh, Krasinski is going to be in Deadpool 3, or, he's returning as Reed Richards, or, is this a tie-in to Multiverse of Madness? I don't think so, because Ryan Reynolds and John Krasinski are set to have a movie together. They are planning to make a film together. Krasinski is directing it, and Ryan Reynolds will be starring in it. So I think that's what he means, and I think he's just kind of having a little bit of fun with the fans, or maybe it was just a genuine, innocent, lighthearted joke tweet that then caught everybody like in the Marvel fan base thinking, oh my god, is John Krasinski, holy shit, is he actually going to be in the next Deadpool movie? I don't think that's what it is, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. I mean, again, everybody was fan casting Krasinski. We thought it would never happen, and it did happen in Multiverse of Madness, so who knows. But we will have to wait and see. But yeah, I cannot believe it. When I saw it for the first time, it genuinely blew me away. I was so caught off guard. I thought it was a joke at first, but it's real. Hugh Jackman is coming back. I can't wait, man. I am so happy to get him back, man. He was my childhood, man. I grew up with Jackman as Wolverine, man. He's great. He's so amazing as Wolverine. So the fact that he's coming back in a Deadpool movie, so we get to have those two actors meet. Oh, don't screw this up. Please do it so well, man. I really hope Deadpool 3 is amazing, because this just sounds so awesome. Just that little teaser image of the claws on Deadpool's symbol just is, oh, it's enough to get me hyped, but I hope it's done so well. I just wanted to talk about this, guys, because it is insane. This is huge news for not only the Deadpool movie, but just the larger Marvel MCU as a whole. This is big. This is huge. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.